Where are these beams at? I don't see any of these marks. Or you haven't done
It's
them
just blurry down there. You won't see them till we jump down. There's like a black ink or some kind of potion you can drink that will make them go away, so you can actually see.
You can't actually use it anymore. They disabled it.
Oh, jerk.
What was the potion?
Inky Black Potion. Got rid of all the cloudiness. But they thought that was unfair, so they made it not usable in Uldir.
Of course I did. Feast. Feasting cauldrons are down. Eat up.
I gone and picked up an extra if anybody needs a flask.
I feel like the steaks on the feast are undercooked. What do you guys think?
Never.
There is no such thing as undercooking steaks.
Possible.
They look almost like they're not cooked at all. They look raw.
That is untrue.
That's better than cooked.
As a cow, I resemble that remark.
Medium rare is the right level of doneness.
And the lobster also looks uncooked. Honestly, the only thing cooked on the entire feast is probably the tiramisu at the top.
If the steaks were cooked, they'd probably look like turds.
Like the tentacle things over here on
Ooh.
this other
Maybe
side.
it's prime rib.
Ooh,
Oh,
I just
could be.
realized is that calamari on there?
Yeah, and lobster on the
Yeah,
top.
there's some octopus there.
Nobody touch that green apple on the top. That's mine, okay?
Uncooked calamari. Honestly, the only thing on the entire thing that would not give you food poison is probably the apple.
I think it's actually a big stew. It looks like there's a big cup in the middle of the feast.
Big cup, you said?
Or not cup, a big bowl.
That's
What
hot
is
pot.
the-
That's why it's all raw. It's just hot pot.
What is the brownish mass that's in between the tentacles and like the beef shanks?
Broth.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's the hot pot.
It's
I'm telling
it's
you.
a-
No, look at it from
it's
the
above the
top.
crab?
It's a big fish.
It's above the crab. Oh, I see. Yeah, fishtail.
What's the stuff below the steaks? It's green on the outside and red on the inside?
It might be lettuce with green on the.
Beef juice?
This is troublesome. Honestly,
Here's
if
the-
you-
Cocktails?
Here's quick highlights for this boss. You want to keep your stacks low. You don't want to eat the tank stacks. You want to be spread out so you're not orbiting each other. When you get the debuff, you run it away, and we kill things. When we drop down, you're all gathering your yellow to kill the big thing. Everyone is ready. Hooray.
Which mark are we going to first for the big thing?
Yellow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which way?
Last?
3, 2, 1.
Last in 4. Last inbound.
Which way? 3, 2, 1.
Last in 3.
Which
Last
way?
inbound.
3, 2, 1.
Need to break people out slowly and in the same direction.
Last inbound.
We can move whenever we can, right? Melee's out of space.
2, 1.
Last in 3. Last inbound.
Moving them along.
Why are we taking so much damage?
3, 2, 1.
Last in 3. Last inbound. Center.
3,
Crazy needs to be knocked out.
1.
Last in
Phase
3.
change.
Transition. Stay spread.
3, 2,
Here come the next spheres. Be spread.
Beam in 3, 2, beam inbound.
watch your step.
I've got both of them on me.
Killads.
And we're gonna stack up so we get rid of those things around.
Beam in 3, 2, beam inbound.
Watch your step. Killads.
Beam in
Our
3,
ant's dead.
2, beam
Watch your
inbound.
step. Interrupt fire. Interrupt. Watch your step.
Beam inbound.
Interrupt. Phase change. Interrupt.
Back to phase 1.
3, 2, 3,
Finish the ads.
1. Interrupt.
Blast in 4.
Watch
Blast
way.
casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4.
Finish the wipe.
Watch way.
Okay, I think we need to move the blue color a little bit closer to yellow. So we have time to move.
I'm sorry, moving the what closer to yellow?
Oh, never mind. You got the red over there.
Okay, I haven't
Looks like you adjusted.
done this one before. So like with the orbs and stuff, is there placement on them, or do they just happen?
They just happen. It's important that you have range 5 up and that you're not 5 yards within range of anybody else in phase 1. Otherwise, when someone gets an orb targeted, you can get multiple people. And so in phase 1, we were taking a lot of damage because we had a lot of people in orbs.
I've actually never done this as DPS before. Can someone re-explain the intermission strategy for me? I thought the
You're moving towards yellow. You're killing the thing. You're avoiding the beam. You're killing all small ads and killing the big thing.
so we're not clumping. We're doing the move from place to place. Okay.
We should be fairly clumped. The ads should be close together. If the ads are dying fast enough, we don't have to clump.
Okay.
And if we've got the DPS to push them through before we get the ads, even better.
And remember, for DPS, everyone's going to be getting a slowly stacking debuff that lowers your health. A couple of stacks doesn't matter, but try never to pick up the little green balls all over the ground. Drop your stacks, but try to never pick up the ones anywhere near the boss. If you have to get them, run away. Let the ones at all near the boss. Let the tanks pick them up.
Come on, what happened with the ad on the transition there? Like I had 2 of them on me to start.
Yeah, he moved before I saw him.
Okay, no problem. Just checking.
I really didn't expect him to jet over that way, so I don't know what was happening.
You did something wrong, Adam. Don't do it again.
Nope, just checking. Probably. My brew cake smash doesn't go that far though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast
Check
in
your range on each other.
Blast in 4. Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4. Blast in
Which
5.
way? 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4. Blast inbound.
Which way?
Then, yeah, left.
Blast in 4.
Which way?
Blast.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast
Can I
in
be freed now? Thanks.
You're locked down. I tried pulling you.
Phase change.
Stage 2.
Here comes the last orbs. Make sure you're not in 5 yards.
Beam in 3.
Interrupt 1. Watch your
Beam
step.
casting.
Interrupt 2.
Vision's up.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Interrupt 3.
Yellow head's dead.
Beam in 2. 1. Beam
Watch your
casting.
step. Interrupt 5. Killads.
Rip the other ad.
Buttons on mark. Beam casting.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Mark means bumped.
Interrupt. Watch your step.
Beam casting.
I'm stuck
Interrupt.
in this orb.
Phase change.
Stage 1 again. Finish up the ads.
3, 2, 2, 1.
Can we get B-res on the healer, please?
Watch wave.
You've probably got a wipe here, Mark. You've got a lot of dead.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
People need to be aware of their stacks. I think that's why we're taking so much damage in the very beginning.
Are you guys clearing your stacks?
Well, the thing is, if you don't
Well, in
stand
the very
anything, you
beginning,
don't get
I think a lot of
stacks,
damage is going out because we got multiple people getting orbed.
There's enough of those green orbs for everyone to reduce their stacks, right?
As long as you don't steal
Kind
the
of.
tanks.
Generally. Just don't take the ones near the tanks.
If you got like 2, 4 stacks, that's meaningless, really. 6, 8,
Okay.
you got to think about it. If you got more than 10, you should probably run out and go where all the range is and look for a stack. Look for
What's-
orbs.
What
Probably
causes you to gain the 20 stacks?
Hitting any ability. So if you get hit with anything, you start getting stacks.
Everyone takes damage when enough people get knocked out of the orbs, so people should probably not allow themselves to have more than 4 or 6 attacks.
Well, part of the thing is, well, when it comes to the orbs, we're stressing people keep their range and not get stuck in orbs, not because we're afraid we're going to miss your elite DPS, but because when multiple people are broken out at once, it's a lot of damage and coming to the rate that the healers have to try to come back from. So not getting stuck is more important than your perfect timing button smashes.
But if you're sitting there thinking that these 4 stacks of the debuff aren't matter, it means you're taking even more damage when that happens.
The stacks aren't taking damage. It reduces your health, right?
Both, but the damage is pretty negligible. I was just typing that out. It's the max health reduction that really fucks you. Hey, Valcourt, was that you that dove off pretty early
Yeah,
in
it
the
was me.
countdown? Is it possible to do that a little bit later? Because the
No, I wasn't even thinking. I shouldn't have done it.
Oh, okay.
I won't do it again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Beam blasting 2. Blast cast.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1. Watch way. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 2.
Watch
Blast
way.
cast.
3, 2, 1.
Spheres in 2, make sure you're spread.
2, 1.
Blasting 1.
Watch way.
Blast cast. Center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Watch way.
Blast cast.
3, 2, 1.
Melee's pretty much out of range.
2, 1.
Blasting 1.
Watch
Blast
way.
cast.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition.
Go in circles.
3, 2, 1.
Beam in 5.
Interrupt 1.
So we got people in circles.
Watch your step.
Beam cast.
Interrupt
Be another
2.
beam here shortly. Doesn't have a timer.
Collapse. Interrupt 3.
Make it land.
Beam in 5.
Hello, I did.
I need to interrupt on this other big ad.
Watch your step.
Beam
Got it.
casting.
Rally.
Collapse.
Awkward stuck.
Beam inbound.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Interrupt.
Beam in 2.
I'm stuck in the circle,
Watch your
please.
step.
Beam casting.
You're very quiet, so we can't hear that you're stuck.
Interrupt. Phase change.
Back to stage 1. Finish up the ads, please.
3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Finish the way, pop in an orb.
Pop in the numbers.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
So I know it's early in the evening, and I'm hoping this isn't a pattern, but I'm seeing some names become familiar when it's 2 or more people stuck in an orb.
That last one right before the transition, there was 3 inside melee, and there was almost no place to go.
Away. Go away.
Grabbing a quick glass of water, I'll be right back.
If it's a question of staying within melee range and hitting and possible getting orbed, speared, whatever, just get out of there. If you see you're getting trapped in, you can check the EBM for the countdown timer on those spheres to know when it's safe to overlap and when you need to be done with that.
You could also go inside the body somewhat as well as outside the body somewhat. So you don't
When you
avoid.
go inside the body, you take all the tank's orbs. That's why it's really quick to run. Melee runs out of range. Run really, really quick.
I'm back.
It's a good point.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Spheres coming up in 2.
1.
Blast in 3.
Watch
Blast
wave.
cast. Melee.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
4 fibs, that's twice. Blast coming in 2.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2,
Spheres inbound.
1.
Blast in 4. Blast cast.
Watch wave. 2, 1.
Spheres up.
2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast
Watch
cast.
wave.
Be spread out. Get ready. We're moving.
Transition.
Good job, guys.
Next spheres in 3. Be spread.
2, 1.
Beam in 5.
Interrupt 1.
Beam inbound.
Watch your step.
Beam cast.
Interrupt 2.
Vision's coming up now.
Collapse. Watch your step.
Beam cast.
Interrupt that if you can. Good job.
Beam in 2. 1.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Killads.
Beam inbound. Beam casting.
Watch your step.
Beam casting. Transitioning back to phase 1 in 3, 2. Finish up the ads.
Phase change.
Watch your spread.
Spheres in 5. Get your range on.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4.
Watch
Oh
wave.
my
Blast
god.
casting.
Can you
3, 2, 1.
Zen. Focus engaged. Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast Caster.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Spheres.
Blast in 1.
Watch wave.
Blast Caster.
3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition again.
Don't pick up orbs if you don't need those orbs.
3,
So you're going to need them in a moment. Here come the spheres.
Beam in 4.
interrupt.
You have to watch yourself, lots of orbs. Beam casting.
Interrupt the ads, guys.
Interrupt 2.
Rally cast.
Collapse. Interrupt.
Lads.
3.
Beam in 5.
Interrupt.
Beam
4.
casting.
Watch your step.
Everybody needs to be near the yellow.
Yellow X dead.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Can you Thompson?
Boss or you're at?
Little ad, that mine.
Beam in 3.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Move, guys. It's close to us.
Can we get Fatty up at B-Res, please?
Phase change.
You've got 2 of them. Who do you want besides Fatty?
Icon. No, Mac.
Oh my
No,
God,
Icon.
what the
Or
hell?
get Fatty again.
Awkward stuck in a thing.
Watch wave.
Thank you.
We're down. Good attempt, though.
This one was much better.
That one felt a lot better.
Okay,
First
so
phase was a lot
phase
smoother as
2.
far as damage intake.
We're getting better, but I really want everybody. You can be on the far side of the yellow ad, or you can be between the yellow ad and the blue ad. You can't be on the far side of the blue ad. That's not going to work. We're going to have minions there.
Does this fight just rotate between those 2 phases?
Yep.
Yep.
It's an AB.
It doesn't like increase in damage or anything, so use your cooldowns or whatever to survive.
Well, at 20%, he stops dropping the gumdrops.
Yeah, that's when we lust.
Yes, it is.
But make sure you survive. So don't sit on your cooldowns if they'll help you survive. Can we get a lockstone, healthstone thing?
My Moroccan beef stew is smelling really good.
I used all my health stones.
That sounds good.
Healthstones is my favorite thing. This expansion, I've used the lock healthstones far more than any other expansion I've ever played in. I think when you use a health stone, it should count toward warlock healing.
Agreed.
Not that it would really matter, but it would help warlocks, aka the top damage class, to feel better about themselves.
Top damage class.
You the man, Rackmar and Bloodpain. You are the men. I love your Hellstones. You know which class never gives me Hellstones and helps me? Rogues. Not one bit of help.
That's why we want to be kind of grouped up together. So when they all spawn close, and we can slaughter them before they slaughter us.
3, 2, 1.
Spheres in 2.
2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Spheres. Blast
The
in
orbs all
2.
over, guys. Watch your stats.
Watch
Blast
way.
casting. Side.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
He's moving away from me.
Watch way.
Blast casting. Centerish.
1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting side.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2.
Watch way.
Blast casting dead center.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting center.
Those change.
Transition.
Watch your range.
Three,
Comes spheres.
2, 1.
Beam
You
in
want to
5.
circle under the boss?
Interrupt 1.
Beam inbound.
Watch your
Beam
step.
casting.
Interrupt 2.
Visions inbound.
Interrupt 3.
Yellow edge.
Icon, please move around to yellow.
Beam in 3. 2. Beam casting.
Watch your step. Interrupt 4. Killads.
Beam in 3.
Watch
Beam
me out.
casting. Beam in 2. Beam casting. Transition back to phase 1 in 3. Finish your ads. Get
Watch your range
done.
when we switch.
Spheres in 5.
3, 2, 3, 1.
Spheres up.
1.
Blast in 5.
Happy load of spears.
Blast casting.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, too much in the spheres.
2, 1.
Blast in 5.
Watch way.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2. Blast casting.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 5.
Watch way.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 5.
Guys, still
Blast
stuck.
casting.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 5.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Y'all need to get off the tanks. Someone's eating my gumdrops.
Blast in 1.
Watch way.
Blast casting center.
3, 2,
Start moving towards yellow.
3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition. Beam in 3, 2, beam cast.
Watch your step. Interrupt team. Collapse. Interrupt dream.
Wings on mark. Beam in 5.
Interrupt 4. Watch your step.
Beam casting.
They're empowered.
Interrupt 5.
Why does that one keep moving?
Collapse.
Beam in 3, 2. Get
Watch your
Everyone's gentle draft.
Interrupt.
I finished the
Watch
wipe.
your step.
The fact that I need resources to cast battle res is just bullshit.
Yes,
He
it is.
wasn't in range. I couldn't find him.
I was on
Just kind
yellow.
of tucked in on yellow, yeah.
We need to really start watching our range there in that part. That's what kills us the most as far as healing.
Meanwhile, we're killing those ads.
Yeah, if we can.
Are we getting healers?
We want to be stacked up for the cast, so we all the little
That's
ice
what I'm
stock
saying.
ads.
There's multiple people out of range.
Oh,
in
okay. I
that-
thought you meant you wanted
in
us to
that
spread out more.
phase.
Oh, outer range. I thought you meant the range 5 thing for the circles.
Yeah, no, some people have other responsibilities, and those responsibilities stop, but they need to keep moving in. I mean, I totally appreciate whoever's healing me when I'm on the far side, but once we move in, everybody's got to move in.
We might be able to call that cast out and stack together 5 seconds before the cast.
We're not getting hit by the beam, right?
You wanna try to miss it, yeah.
Yes, generally you don't want to be standing in the giant shadowy black beam shot
It just
off
sounded
of
weird
old
when-
god minion with
No,
tentacles.
there's the cast that
Stack.
that brings up all the ice stocks is a cast, and it should be on a timer. We should be able to see. We only have to stack, but we really should tightly stack when that is cast if we possibly can.
That is a good suggestion. I like that. Do we have a volunteer to watch out for that cast?
I will try to do it. I'll see if I can find it. I know I can see it on when it started to cast, but I haven't looked on my DVM timers to see if I can see it ahead of time. I'll do it if I can.
Oh, speaking of which, I thought I spotted when I was in a orb and he did the beam. You don't take any damage if you're in the orb, but you still
No.
drop the candy.
Please don't everyone rush to do that. That'll kill
No,
us.
don't.
Yeah.
It is something to keep in mind, but it is not something. to
Hacks,
progress
man!
very much.
Infinite orbs!
Can we get a closet, please?
Thanks for the summon.
Okay, did Sean get the feast?
And if anybody grabs an extra flask and give it to him, that'd
I
be
got
great.
one.
I got one. Thank you.
Oh, you got it already?
Someone passed it over. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3, 2. Blast
Watch
cast.
wave.
He's defensive. Lots of people in him. Orb.
Way too many got hit by that.
3,
Yeah, bad orb.
1.
A lot of orbs on that side.
Blast and casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2.
Watch wave.
Blast casting center.
3, 2,
Big move.
1.
Blast inbound. Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Spheres inbound. Blast in 5. Blast
Watch
casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast casting.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3. Phase change.
Transition.
3, 2, 1.
Spheres.
Beam
His
in
visions in
5.
15. Getting her yellow.
Watch your step.
Beam.
Visions in 5 seconds. Get on me. Get on yellow.
Kill ads.
They're empowered.
Beam in
I
5.
can see that, thank you.
Sorry.
Beam
Yellow's
casting.
Visions in 5.
Between the ad over.
There's a big beam in my way, thank you.
Kill ads.
Beam in
Stand
3.
yellow.
Watch your
Beam
step.
casting. Beam in 1.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Phase change. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Spread 4.
Watch wave.
Blast.
Here come the spheres. Be ready, be spread.
3, 2, 1.
Let's look at the ads.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2,
Oh, there's still one.
Ads
there.
are first priority, guys. Ads are your first priority. You got to get them before you get on him.
Blast casting.
watch wave.
Wings on mark.
3, 2, 1.
Spread for orbs.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast 3.
Watch wave.
Blast cast.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Spheres.
Getting rooted by frozen
Blast
stuff.
casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last inbound.
Which way?
Last casting.
1. 3, 2, 1. Which
Last
way?
casting.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Which way?
Last casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last
Which
casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last casting.
Which way? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Which way?
Last casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Which way?
Last casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Finish the wipe.
In that case, there's so many
Which
of those little things behind us. I can't get out and get any orbs.
Yeah, that DPS is stuck on this side.
Why didn't we transition to the second phase too?
It's
That's
health.
DPS.
It's yeah. It's all HP based, and like you, I was feeling, oh, this is taking a while.
I saw orb 11. I'm like, normally we transition between 7 and 8.
We had a few die early, right?
Yeah.
I think 3.
Sorry, I had higher stacks than I usually have that time because I couldn't get out from behind the boss. Just on my side was covered with those void zones. But I wasn't above 20. I always kept it like 15 or below.
Should we designate someone to take people out of the orbs circles? Hello?
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work. We would need assigned quadrants and assigned people to be on opposite quadrants and still be able to do that.
A ranged person in the middle can probably hit almost everyone.
Well, that last encounter, I spent probably 30 to 40 seconds, 0 DPS.
Yeah, I've
can
stayed
try
in
and
bubbles as long as well. I've been stayed from a whole orb rotation, stuck, untouched.
5, 4, 3.
I can try and do it. My DPS matters less.
3, 2, 1. 3,
Spheres.
1.
Last 2, 1. Last casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last 3.
Which way?
Last casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast casting inbound.
Which way?
Blast casting dead center.
I'm leapfrogging over you, Adam.
2, 1.
Blast
Don't take my
inbound.
orbs, we're good.
Blast casting
I did
side.
touch your orbs.
9 orbs.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting dead center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound. Blast casting center.
3, 2,
And Cedo, you're having fun with that tonight.
Blast inbound. Blast
I had
casting.
you targeted to shoot you because that was going to be fun. And then ran right out of
Transition.
range of you.
Watch your distance still.
3, 2, 1.
Icon's in a bubble.
Interrupt.
Icon.
on.
What the hell?
Beam in 2, 1. Beam casting.
Visions in 5. Stack up.
Collapse. Interrupt 3.
Pretty good.
Beam in 5.
Yellow, I did.
Beam inbound. Beam casting.
Collapse. Interrupt 5.
Beam in 3, 2. Beam casting.
Your step.
Watch it yellow.
Interrupt.
Beam in 3, 2. Beam casting. Transition back to phase 1. Get your range on. Finish the ads.
Swords all over. Watch your stack.
3,
Well, I'll peel down.
1.
Wings
2,
up.
1.
Fred.
Which way?
Blast inbound. Center.
3,
Finish the ads, finish the ads, finish the ads.
Blast inbound. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 5. Blast casting.
Which way? 3,
Side.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Casting center.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 4.
Which way?
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Which way?
Blast casting center.
3, 2,
Down and back.
Cedo needs knocked out.
2, 1.
Blast in 3. Cedo and Arch still need knocked out. Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Light and Archer over 20.
Blast inbound. Blast casting.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. Run out. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, we're on 13.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Hop in orbs, finish the wipe. We're not going to learn anything from this point forward.
Which way? 3, 2, 1.
I have a quick question. So, I'm the unlucky Adinarl today, and I'm getting an imminent ruin the first time just about every pull, which is fine, is what it is. But I've also died dropping it off on the very first imminent ruin 3 times. I don't really have any stacks or anything. Should I mean, bust Divine
just
Shield within 30 seconds of the fight, or?
no, just keep an eye on range and make sure you're in range of at least 2 healers. And if it continues to be a problem, then yes, Divine Shield, because
Imminent ruin should take about half your health.
Well, people get busted out of orbs and everything else while I'm running
true.
out, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, that's rough.
well, it should be 2 people being busted out of orbs, and when you land, priority is spreading and then attacking the boss.
Mm-hmm.
The orbs only spawn if you have multiple people get hit by the ruin, right?
Sorry, I mean spheres, not gumdrops.
Hemispheres. The imminent ruin is completely random. You might have a long string. As melee, I feel like I get imminent ruin almost every single time, but just gotta deal with it.
Well, no, it's never mind.
Eat up. We're taking our break because the feast is already down.
Did we do good or something? We get an extra 30 seconds?
No, we've done not very good, so we have extra time to reflect upon how we're going to improve.
Right.
So
I
does
don't
it
know about the other healers, but like this seems really, really rough compared to usual.
Yeah, it does. I think it's we're just having trouble with orbs. Can't stress enough. Range 5, and I see people moving out of the way of beams, and then they're moving, and they're so apt to want to get back to DPSing that they're moving right next to people, and if everyone can just watch that, we won't have as many deaths, even if we're doing a little bit less DPS, because the amount of damage that we're all taking when 4 people get knocked out of orbs will be a lot less.
Well, another thing I've noticed too is I think it's Bigwigs I have that tracks it, but it tracks like the top 7 or 8 people on that debuff, and they're all above 15 stacks. I mean, you create your own orbs anytime you take damage, pick them up.
Yeah.
I see this as a healer fight, so like I think the most important thing is to make sure that you keep your orb stacks down. You do everything you can to make sure the healers don't have to heal you.
I think people need to pick up more orbs because, like you said, I see people with high stacks. Mine are usually pretty low, and there's still like 20 on the field. That means that there's 40 debuffs that can be
Tanks
applied.
need 10. Every time they tank swap, they need to pick up about 10.
There's plenty out in the ranged area.
Well, the thing is like I was saying before, we create our own like difficulty level on this. It's just a matter of doing the right things.
Thanks, Blizzard, for scaling.
You can't tunnel. You can't just do one thing. You've got to be aware of your stacks, your position, then either DPS or heal.
It takes a long time to get people out of orbs. Just like they're rooted so often. It's an extra 3 full seconds they have to sit there in the orb. And while range is pounding on them, I can see them just shooting them constantly, so they're not doing any DPS either.
Okay, I bet one of you guys know this. What's the powder, the coffee pot cleaning powder? What's actually in there?
Huh?
You know, the stuff that you put through the coffee cleaner and it cleans out the coffee pot and it cleans it all out.
White vinegar?
Yeah, say I use vinegar.
I mean, I'm sure there are packages of specially formulated coffee pot stuff, but it's you just want something acidic to calcify it or de-lime it or whatever it is it built up.
3.
So white vinegar should do the trick.
White vinegar is the best shit on
Yeah.
the planet. It does everything.
Unfortunately, this neighborhood is short on bodegas.
What, you mean civilization?
I mean, food-wise, I did a definite downgrade.
Food-wise, really?
Oh my god, my old neighborhood was like ethnic food paradise.
I guess it was Queens, but you've got like Curry Hill right near you, don't you?
Yeah. It's a lot more expensive than Jackson Heights, though.
Yes, but it's not bad. It's good. I mean, there's good stuff to be had there.
Yeah. Indian's good, but there's no good Thai around.
Yeah,
Not
I can see Thai being a problem in that neighborhood.
very weak Mexican.
Yeah, New York has terrible Mexican food.
No, New York has great Mexican food. You just need to know where to get it.
No, New York has terrible
I'm a
Mexican
Southern
food.
Californian. Trust me when I say that New York actually has really good
I'm
Mexican
also
food if you
Southern
know where to get it.
California, and I feel like New York has trouble.
I'm a Mexican from Mexico, and New York has trouble with Mexican food.
I'm a New Yorker, and I feel like California has terrible North Dakota food.
You need to go to you need to go out to Queens.
You need to go to Queens or Sunset Park.
I'm a native Queensian. I feel like
I doubt
Northern
it.
Queens has terrible Southern Queens food.
Queens doesn't produce you, manpower. That's impossible.
Also, there is no native food in Queens, so there's no Northern Queens food or Southern Queens food.
I'm a
There's only the
leftian,
entire world that lives
feel
in
like
Queens.
Queensian has crappy Northern and Southern Queensian food.
Lock closet, please.
I'm pretty sure Queens is the most diverse place on the entire planet.
I think it is.
Well, my stripper neighbor got evicted. It's very Queensian, right?
That's unfortunate for your Saturday nights, huh?
Yeah. My wife
I
was like,
see everybody here. Let's drop the cauldron, please.
Oh, I can do. That's me, isn't it? It is going down.
"Ooh, what kind of rum do you have?"
Cheap ass nasty Captain Morgan's. I only mix.
Captain Morgan. That's cheap stuff.
I only buy it for the vanilla flavor.
I'd go with Sailor Jerry's any day over that shit.
The only thing to mix with drinks is EV vodka.
Captain Morgan and Barks root beer is a perfect combination.
I feel like Barks root beer should automatically come with alcohol included.
Couple of points on our execution. If you do have burst, it's best used during the intermission when we're getting the big ads down to minimize the small ads that pop up. Beyond that, it's really just a battle of attrition. We want DPS, but we don't want it at the cost of extra damage and people dying. So when you're making a choice between perfect rotations or more uptime versus staying alive and keeping other people alive, people need to stay alive.
For the record, this Moroccan beef stew is really good.
That sounds delicious.
See a Moroccan
Oh,
beef stew?
tangine?
I don't know if it's a proper tangine. It's just a beef stew recipe I found that I guess uses Moroccan spices and raisins and apricots and shit.
Oh yeah, that sounds delicious.
It's really good.
5,
Grab an extra flask if you have room for one.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Watch way.
Last center.
3, 2, 1.
That is gonna kill it.
I got to shoot Morgan.
2, 1.
Last 3.
Watch
Last casting.
If you're hanging out in the center, check your range. There's a lot of you there.
3, 2, 1.
Last
Watch
casting.
way. 3, 2, 1. Watch way.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Watch way.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1.
Last inbound.
Watch way.
Adam, when you next taunt, move to your right.
Yes, sir.
Phase change.
Or now we can just change.
Watch your distance.
3, 2, 1.
Icon is down. Sorry, Gaston. Get Gaston up, please. Beam in 5.
Interrupt 1.
Madness in
Get to-
15 seconds.
Get to
Change your step.
start. Beam.
Interrupt 2.
Madness. Stack up.
Collapse. Watch your step.
Beam casting. Right it.
It's down.
Yeah, yellow head's down.
Beam inbound. Beam casting. Bad timer, sorry.
Collapse. Interrupt 5. Watch your step.
Beam casting. Right at start.
Enthroned.
Beam inbound. Beam casting.
Finish up the lads.
Interrupt them as much as you can.
Transition back to phase 1. Get your range on. Finish the ads. First balls, spheres going out in 3. Get your range.
2. 1.
Blast in 4.
Watch wave.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast casting.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Watch your range, guys. Blast in 1. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Anna, when you taunt, move to your left, please.
2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Watch
Blast casting center.
That Barna?
3, 2,
It should be fine.
2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Watch wave.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
Watch wave.
Center.
3, 2, phase change.
Transition again.
Watch your distance.
3, 2, 1.
Guys, get where you need to be.
Visions in 10.
Beam.
Visions. Stack up on the yellow.
Interrupt 3. Watch your step.
Beam.
You want Mac up?
Interrupt
Yes.
4.
Yellow head's dead.
Watch your step.
Beam. Fatty if we got it.
Interrupt 5.
Spheres.
Be risen fatty if there's one up.
Watch your step.
Beam.
Enthroned. Watch your step.
Beam.
Finish the wipe.
Phase change.
Okay, a few more comments.
3, 2,
Transition,
1.
forget about the boss. Don't stand there and hit the boss. Get to yellow. I know they're melee because I can see their weapons versus pets. And they're on the wrong side of the room smacking the boss, and that's not the right thing. Also, everybody needs to not be in front of the big ads because just like the big boss, it does the essence shear and it'll kill you.
I have many, many wares.
Kind raiders make sure that they're not moving into people's range when people are standing still. And I know people are eager to get to doing DPS, but I watch a lot of people dancing around with their range. If we can, the people who are standing still, if you're moving, you should be moving and watching your range check before you stop.
How does DM play in Internet Explorer? Is this game browser based?
There's just nothing I can say.
Is this not RuneScape?
I feel like this group needs Magical.
Just pretend he's already dead.
Does anybody have a tome on them?
I do. Yeah, who's that?
Patty?
Oh, no, none for you.
Hey, can we get
Daddy, open up trade.
Hey guys, can we get Hailstones again for everybody to top off?
Oh yeah, please.
Did somebody pick up an extra flask? I knew I forgot something.
Who's that? Open trade with DM.
Fatty, I already have a flask. I'm good.
I thought you don't have any tomes.
Thanks.
No.
Who was it that had tomes?
DM has one. He's on the ledge.
Thank you very much.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Use a cooldown. There are a lot of people.
Bulmus, you have 22 stacks.
He ate an essence shear.
Get away from me.
I lagged out.
Blast in 3.
Watch where?
Blast inbound center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2.
Melee, if you can hang out near the edge of spheres, it means it'll overlap and it'll take up less space.
3, 2, 1.
Blast casting center.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry about that.
Watch wave.
Blast casting side.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast casting center.
Phase change.
Transition.
3, 2, 1.
Beam in 3, 2.
Watch your
Visions in 10 seconds. Stack up on yellow.
kill ads.
Beam inbound.
Watch your
Beam casting.
It's down, I'm on.
Need interrupts on that.
Kill ads.
Beam inbound, beam casting.
Watch your step.
Beam casting. Transitioning in 5 seconds. That's the final beam. Transition.
Phase change.
Finish the ads, finish the ads, finish the ads. Get your range on.
2, 3, 1, 2.
Wipe this,
Spears
go
going
again.
out.
We are way too far behind with too many people dead.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Adi, are you taking first interrupt or second?
I was dead, but I'll take first or second.
Oh, I thought I saw you moving. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. I also am not realizing I should have called that I was dead. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out how I died.
Many deals for a friend of the
Like I looked over there and saw a person and moused over, saw it was you. I just thought you were standing up.
Nah.
I thought I saw you
Is that-
twitch.
Sorry, who's asking how they died?
No, I just died because I didn't have healers close enough to me because
Yeah,
I have to be
I
on the
couldn't
other one.
find you. I was looking
Nah.
for you and looking for you.
No, I get it. It's all good.
No life
I just needed to do more self healing. That was just on me. I have to be far away from everyone because I'm helping Mark with interrupts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just
yeah,
went
but
to the entirely wrong
there
side.
should be a healer in range of you guys while you're doing that. I was doing that until I became not a healer anymore.
So we seem to be landing in the same spot. We're jumping off from the same spot. If you guys want to kind of spread out around the circle when we go in, hopefully that'll help us knock it all sphered up immediately.
You've got plenty of time to scatter before a sphere happens.
In theory, but people aren't doing it.
Yes, that's true. People are not doing it, but you
So
definitely.
I'm trying. I want to help people as much as I can because there's just lack of follow through in certain areas.
That was my own
What are we-
problem last time.
What are we not doing?
3 of us were standing on top of each other where one of us got speared.
What was the question?
It was Myanmar. It wasn't going to be serious.
No, it
You
was
can
serious.
spread out.
What is it we need?
Spread out. Spread out along the circle or the square, so you're not all leaping in from the same spot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last in 4.
Watch wave.
Holiness, don't stand here.
I'm trying to get out from here. There's a sphere.
3, 2, 1.
Last in 3. Last
Watch
casting.
wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last in 3.
Watch wave.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Last in 3.
Adam, move left before you talk, please.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1.
Last casting. Side.
2, 1.
Last in 3. Last casting.
Watch wave.
Center.
3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition.
One more set of fears in 3 seconds. Or spheres, right?
Really, dude?
Beam in 2.
Who dude?
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Visions in 6 seconds. Stack up on yellow.
Collapse.
Beam in 5.
Yellow X dead.
Visions in 10 seconds again. Stack up on yellow again.
Watch your step.
Beam casting. Watch yellow.
Collapse.
Beam in 3. Here we go. Rapid fire beams. Beam casting.
In flood.
Comes on mark. Beam in 3.
Watch
Finish
your
up the
Beam
ads.
casting at yellow. Let's get Icon up. Once she's done with her thing.
phase change.
Watch mark, please.
3,
Watch your range, range.
1.
Hey, get away from folks with that.
Watch wave.
Blast casting. Side.
3, 2, 1.
Blast
There's
casting.
3 orbed in the back.
Side.
3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
So, somebody blow a cooldown and sand in something. I've got way too many orbs. Stacks.
2, 1.
Me and Archer trap.
Orbs in the back.
Blast inbound.
Watch wave.
Blast casting. Side.
Chubb's just standing in this beam. There's 3 behind him.
2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast
People are getting
casting
upwards of 30
side.
stacks.
3.
Icon, Chubbs, Miranza, Cedo. Get orbs if you can, as long as they're not.
There really aren't a whole lot of orbs left.
Okay. Blast casting. Center.
3, 2, 1.
Got lots of triple sphere.
Watch wave.
Blast casting side. Mana going live for healers. On moon.
2, 1. Phase change.
Transition.
Blow a personal if you have to stay alive here. Use your lock candy.
Orb central. If you have high stacks, you must collect orbs.
I'd love to, but somebody keeps running in front of me for them. Howdy.
Watch your step.
Beam. Visions now.
Everybody on yellow. Ads are too close.
Yeah, I got
Beam
clipped into an orb.
5.
It's over. Finish the light.
Watch your step.
I have many lucky doos you like.
So the debuff and the beam give stacks, right?
Many farewells.
Damage will give stacks.
His abilities give stacks.
Well, I noticed that when I got stuck, if I get stuck in an orb and get blown out, it doesn't give me a stack.
It gives everybody
correct,
else a
yeah.
stack. Because you getting knocked out of the sphere is what causes damage to the rest of the raid, so they get a stack.
I see.
It doesn't?
That makes more sense.
You
I
get
don't
stacks
think
for avoidable damage. If you get hit in the face with something you can avoid, you get a stack. The only other time you get a stack is you get 12 stacks when the explosion happens in the transition.
No, you get it when you get
Yeah,
ruined.
but that's
well.
not an issue. There's plenty of orbs there.
Ruin also does that. Ruin applies a debuff to other people from like 45 yards of you, I believe. It's when
Somebody's in the ring, you blow up. Don't
If
drop
you
the
have
raid.
Oh,
green,
no, I was
get
wrong.
out of the raid.
I was wrong. Oblivion Sphere applies while charms. The sphere applies Annihilation every 2 seconds, so you should be getting a stack every 2 seconds.
It doesn't seem to do that. I know that that's what the tooltip says, but I'm not seeing people's stacks go up while they're
Yeah,
charmed.
people don't get. I don't think so.
Are they valid targets to you while they're charmed? Like you're getting this out of a healing mod, I assume.
Does
Sorry,
whether or not spheres give us stacks influence the strategy change?
No.
it would
Let's drop
change
it.
how many fragments we get, but it doesn't seem to be spawning
It
fragments.
just defines the problem that we would really need to watch our range.
And during the transition, you explode and you drop orbs around you.
So
You also get like 14 of them. So don't steal other people's stacks because everyone needs their own.
Well, and also that round before anybody was even dead, there was the top 5 people over 30 stacks.
Well, we ran out of balls by the end there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's
more evened
avoidable
out.
damage. It's all avoidable damage, and so the stacks are avoidable as well, unless you're getting.
Yeah, I
caught in
see what you're
something you
saying.
shouldn't be.
3, 2, 1.
Move.
Healers, be spread.
Watch wave.
I'm actually thinking maybe you guys need quadrants.
3.
That's what we did last time, and it worked.
We have Makasi's
Yeah, we
on
should
one
do that
side,
again.
Icons on another. The rest are in center.
Watch wave.
Together,
Okay.
in center,
We'll,
hugging.
we'll organize it after this poll.
We were doing a dance, which is why everyone got in an orb.
Watch wave.
Was it the hokey pokey?
It was.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave. 3, 2, 1.
Icons under.
Watch wave.
Last cast.
3, 2, 1.
Where the fuck are my gumdrops?
Last in 4.
Watch wave.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1.
Wow, I got it twice in a row.
Last in 2.
Watch wave.
Last cast.
I need a taunt, please.
Trying to drop some fragments for you.
Stage 2. Transition.
3,
Watch your distance.
1. Interrupt 1. Watch your step.
Visions in 10 seconds.
I need to interrupt on the other big ad.
Be res on Gaston, please.
Stack up for visions.
Collapse. Interrupt 3.
We can move him. Come on.
Beam in
Yeah,
5.
I'm trying to not do that.
Watch your step.
Come
Beam
on, Star.
casting.
Visions now.
Collapse.
Stack up.
Watch your
Beam
step.
casting. It's rapid fire beams now.
Interrupt.
Beam in 3.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Phase change.
Transition. Get your range on. Got 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
So if you see the blue square or the yellow star going near you towards orbs, those are their orbs. Stop picking them up.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1.
You can take mine, come on, grab him.
Flings on Mon.
Watch wave. Three, two, one.
Stone, you could also use some orbs if you see any.
I'm kind of dead.
Yeah, well, there you go.
2, 1. Watch way.
Last casting.
3, 2, 1. Watch way.
Last casting aside.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I didn't realize it still had aggro.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1.
Wipe it.
Sorry, Mundid. I was like darting off to go get orbs.
Watch way.
And I ate an extra cheer early on, and then I wasn't spawning any orbs, and I don't know what happened towards the first transition.
1.
All right, guys. Remember what we did last time? Let's do that.
Hey, healers. Did you actually assign yourself spots? Because that worked last time.
If Gaston can move back out of melee a little bit, that'd be great.
All we did
Yeah,
last time
please.
was front left, front right, back left, back right. It worked.
Ranged, if you find yourself within 5 yards of the melee, you're the one moving backwards. Because they need that spot to hit the boss.
So it looks like again, DBM reset the settings for this boss. Make sure if you've got assist to go to DBM, look at Mithrax, scroll down to miscellaneous, and uncheck set icons on Imminent Ruin.
I'm feeling it. I feel like we're gonna win this next bowl.
So I get like I literally bought like 1,000 stacks of potions of prolonged power. So if you can't afford like the super expensive ones, get something to pre-pot. Every little bit helps.
We haven't really got to the point of
You see, man, or every pull is the pull that we're gonna kill him. But you gotta
That's
think
true.
about that.
I'm getting a lot of tells of saying that I'm doing a poor job battle shouting. I swear I'll do a good job.
Two, one. Watch way.
Oh, that was excellent.
3, 2, 1.
Spoke just to Phoebe.
Watch way.
Last side.
King Gex, be careful not to be there. You'll get sheared.
1.
Blast in 2.
Watch wave.
Blast left side.
3, 2, 1.
Blast casting.
Watch wave.
Blast left side.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I'm turning on watch.
Watch wave.
Blast right side.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there's no orbs for me.
2, 1.
I didn't get a DPM chirp either, so
Watch wave.
Blast centerish.
3, 2, 1. 3. Phase change.
Transition.
So even if you AMS, you still get the stacks.
1.
Beam in 5.
Interrupt 1. Watch your step.
Beam casting near yellow.
Visions in 5.
Interrupt 2.
Get to yellow.
Kill ads.
Yellow's dead.
Beam in 5. Beam impending.
Watch your
Beam
step.
casting near yellow. Be cautious.
Kill ads.
Beam on rapid. Beam in casting
Watch your step.
at yellow.
Watch your step.
Beam casting at yellow.
You taking the boss first, Amon? You want me to?
can you do it, please?
Sure.
Transition in 3. Start finding your range. Keep on the ads until they're dead.
3, 2, 3.
Get your range.
2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast center.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna have to reinstate people popping extra bubbles. There's just none for me.
Watch wave.
Blast center.
I'll get some
Standing in
support
it.
here.
1.
Got a bunch for you.
3,
There's 3 or 4 behind.
1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast center.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Yes, soon you need to find a way to drop some.
Watch wave. 3,
Blast center.
3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition.
Watch your distance.
Sphere in 5. Get your range.
2, 1.
Beam in 4.
Interrupt 1.
Beam casting.
Watch your step.
Near
Visions
yellow.
in 10.
Interrupt 2.
Beam clear. Get to
Pick
yellow.
up for visions.
Kill ads. Interrupt 3.
Yellow adds dead.
Beam inbound. Beam at yellow.
Do something in front of the boss.
Beam inbound. Beam at yellow. Beam inbound.
Watch your step.
Transition back. Get your range on. Spheres in 5. Get Gaston up. Battle res.
Get your range.
Watch wave.
Blast side.
3, 2, 1.
So I got some visions up.
Blast inbound. Blast center.
3, 2, 1.
Somebody watch Mark, please.
2 healers out with ruin. Watch yourselves. Blast.
3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Blast side.
Tank seeing people with low sex actually get hit by stuff.
20%.
Wings on Adam.
Too late. Lust, bloodlust.
Blast side.
3, 2, 1.
Blast casting.
Watch wave.
Blast tank.
10%. 2, 1.
Daddy stuck him back.
Really to make some room here.
Can't make any more.
Blast centers.
3, 2, 1.
Chubbs has imminent ruin in a sphere. Melee, move away from me. Good job.
Holy cow, well done.
We lived.
Yeah, stop cooking so many feasts.
I don't think we got enough of those.
Can I get a ring?
Jesus.
I don't think this boss drops a ring.
To Desaralor, you vile creature.
I got the same ring on my roll.
I feel like this is a lot of rings. I feel like I should need them all. Can vendor them for a lot.
It's one of the best in slot rings for warlocks.
Guys, I got Sanguicell.
I got Sanguicell and AP.
Yeah, me too.
There's a
We did it, guys.
mail chest with laser matrix on that, and a probably best in slot mail hands for a shaman, and I don't think I've ever seen either one of them drop.
Well, we've got them twice.
Even on normal.
Break now for more feasts.
Well, breaking.
How did I get a green dagger off the sport boss?
Hey,
I got a green off him as well.
guys, Gaston has something important to say to us. Please, please, please. RN Jesus, just one time, give me a Robes of the Unraveler. Can someone please hook him up?
This boss is about as random as.
Gaston, you're asking for 2 different items. I don't know if either of those drop from the boss.
No, I think he's linking what he has, which is why he wants it.
What's wrong with being straight, Gaston?
Gaston,
especially if you're an inmate.
You're what we call a. I don't know what to say about you.
That seems fair.
You're like the healer version of Magiskull.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That's taking it a little far.
Who won the leather headpiece?
The reorigination drive is ready.
Now it
Why
is
aren't
left
the
to
cysts
us
retracting?
to end
There we go.
Khun's plague once and for all.
The seals are broken. The end is here. Come and be the first to receive my gift. You will carry
Are you gonna put people on break, or we wanna try again?
Break timer's already up.
There's no trash. We're just walking down the hallway.
Cool. 5 minutes.
Can Sean get a summon back in a couple minutes?
Didn't somebody put up a leather headpiece?
No,
Sean did.
I didn't put it up. I just didn't click the keep quickly enough.
Oh.
If you open up the Perso loot roll window, it'll tell you what each person did with the gear if you tick all the boxes at the bottom.
feels bad moment of that encounter. When I'm watching somebody in a sphere and I'm waiting for the root to drop to death grip them, and it falls off and it goes right back up as soon as I hit death grip.
Yep.
John, get a summon, please.
Add an Arl as well.
4,
Please.
3, 2, 1.
Blood Pain, you're the local lock. Please drop a closet.
Love you too, Amon.
You're not in range of me. Yeah, I've got no idea where you are.
Who was it that wanted to
Down by
summon?
the boss.
Addy and who else?
Play one.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean, please.
Is somebody not looted?
Fibs needs to loot.
Fibs is already looted.
Mine tells me that's to loot too.
We have summons going down at the boss too.
You got it.
Warriors and monks are good at soloing orbs. Demon hunters with metamorphosis can do it to get that last jump. Apparently double mage groups work well. I'm not, however, sure exactly how many groups we need to drop the debuff.
And then we need at least 3. Might be 4 for heroic.
Magic skills here.
I have speed potions too. If you need them.
How many times do you have to drop the orb in before the beam comes down?
3. Left, right, left beam. And then again, left, right, left.
Hello.
What's up, Magic Skull?
Oh my god, who invited him?
Hello, friend.
He's not allowed.
Magic Skull, come carry my balls.
Oh, the balls. Okay.
Yep.
Be gentle.
How was Mithrax? How'd that go?
We just got
We're
here.
still on it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, one more.
Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of extra ideal classes. One monk is tanking, one monk is healing. We don't have DPS monks. Unless Mikasi feels comfortable running a orb anyway.
Oh shit, Magic Skull's here.
I love you too.
Can you another summon closet, please? Pretty please.
From the Raids Warlock, not Rakmar.
Well, I said local, specifically because he was standing near me.
He did actually say local, I remember.
Rakmar was out sulking in a...
We were waiting at the boss.
So I got this grapefruit Hefeweizen, which is good, but it's 2.5% alcohol. So I'm pretty sure it's for kids.
He must be in Utah.
Okay, I'm looking over groups now. If anybody's volunteering to run orbs, speak up before I simply draft people.
Cedo can do it.
Magic Skull can do it.
Chubbs can. I did it in normal.
Our mages should be able to do it.
Yeah, Eladra, Magic Skull, Deamp, Manmower.
Boldness.
Manmower is my favorite mage.
So orb running is literally the most important thing during the first couple stages.
Well, it controls how long the fight is. Like this fight can be very long or very short.
I thought, okay, yes.
So is that bloodlust to 20% or at 20?
At 20.
At
Well,
20.
once he's vulnerable, so it's more like 17. Warlocks, which one of you is left and which one is right?
I'll go right.
Okay, what's going to happen, runners, is when it's your turn. Why did I do that with the groups? When it's your turn, if things go properly, you're going to be on the left side. The second time the orb comes up, you and Bolamus are going to run the orbs. What needs to happen is the assists need to take damage when they do the circle around them will contract and you won't be snared. And you can blink while you can't move, so you're running as far as you can, as fast as you can. And then when you're rooted, you blink farther, and then you're going to throw the orb to Bolamus with the special action button. And if you're catching the orb, there's going to be a golden swirly circle on the ground where it's landing. And feel free to use Discord to tell your partner who needs a catch to get closer to you because you're out of range.
It's nice if you say when you're going to throw the orb too. That way we can get ready to catch it.
If you didn't pick up the first orb, start DPSing the assists and getting into position. For everybody else, you're taking the Dark Bargain, 1 sec of that buff, you're killing all the shit. You are dropping your badness at the edges, not in the center, and you are not stacking up because when the wave echoes out of Cahoon, and I don't know if Dark Young does it, it's a ripple, and if your splash is near somebody else's splash, you both take damage and you get stacks of badness. When there's red circles on the floor, you stand in them. When we have big ads up during the second phase, you priority them. And should we get to the final phase, when there's shit falling from the ceiling, don't stand on the smoke. Am I missing anything? Adam, do you feel like doing a taunt swap such that you always take the corruption and roll it out?
Sure, no problem. Does that mean did you take him first or me take him first? That's the trick. I don't really.
I think you can tank him first, and I'll just taunt it when you get the first one, and you taunt back when you're back. And yes, you're only getting the Dark Young buff once. If you get it twice, you die.
Just a reminder to mages, don't blink to get up to the ramp. Save your blinks up the ramp.
That's right. Save your blinks, save sprints. Not that any of you have sprint, but anything that makes you move fast, you use it once you have the orb and you've taken the Warlock Gate, not beforehand to get there.
Well, everybody that would trade me, I gave Lightfoot potions to, so they all have 2 of them.
You already gave me that, Fatty.
By the way, check.
Tell me when you want me to put the portal up.
Oh yeah, I can do the flask thing.
Cauldron?
I'm doing this one.
We're dropping the Cauldron.
Or do this one. That's cool too. I'll go to the other one.
Cauldron's down.
Yeah, decaying eruption's gonna have to be interrupted on any of the blight spreader tendrils, or it's gonna wipe us.
Yes, Brihan. Do you want to go first or me?
I'll go.
Or a better way to ask that question, do you want to pitch or do you want to catch?
This is a family raid.
I'll catch.
To reiterate what Eric said, there's going to be blight spreader tendrils, which we don't really see on normal. Those need to be interrupted. I don't think you can kill them, but maybe you can.
You can kill them, but if you take too long to kill them, they'll burrow and go to a different location.
If the ore runners are quick enough, we shouldn't really see more than one.
All right, Adam, you're pulling so you can count down.
Okie doke.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2.
It's already up, Brihan.
Watch your.
I didn't get a chirp.
It only really does that on Cahoon.
So you throwing or me?
You're throwing.
Alright, go. Take the portal and then start running.
Bad, Adam.
We're gonna lose a tank.
It's mind control.
Stay in Ghost Wolf. There you go. Alright, stop right there.
Battle res. Tank.
Stand in the swirly, stand in the swirly, stand. Ah, shit. There we go. Go, run, run, run.
Make sure you don't get 2 stacks.
All right, man mower.
Watch orb.
Dodge the gray shit on the
Yeah,
moving
he's-
gray shit and the gray puddles because it's just causing more.
Run out. Run away. Kill ads.
Finish the wipe.
Watch orb.
Yeah, I'm on the. We can't really go back and forth. I think on this
Yeah,
first phase.
I'm not
It's
going to
only
worry about it.
Dragoon.
Somebody needs to skin Mithrax.
Yeah, there was a nuts amount of the yellow circles in the ground or white circles in the ground.
All right, so explosive corruption is the mechanic we can't fuck up here.
That shit that people ignore on normal, because you remember when the tanks would complain that it's underneath the tanks. We're not going to last very long when we keep ignoring that. And I realize that it's gray on gray, but this time it's neutral gray on blue gray. So hopefully you all can see it.
Where do you want us to pile the goo?
At the edges, but not in front of the ramps.
Or the ads.
You want to pull now, given that Haman, or I can still pull? It's fine
Yeah,
with
I'll
me.
pull.
All right.
Hang on, warlocks need to put their portals down.
5, 4, 3.
Cancel. Brihan, did you make it all the way to the thing?
I did.
Okay.
Warlock, say when you're good.
Might as well hang out here. It's gonna come up as almost immediate.
Use the gateways, guys, as much as you can.
Are the gateways up?
Yeah.
Yep.
West is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and take the portal.
3, 2, 1. Attention. Watch orb.
Just ghost wolf it.
Sorry, did not taunt.
All right,
It's
stay
fine.
there. Stay there. Stay there. Come back. Come back.
Watch
There you go. You got it.
Kill ads. Run away. 3,
One down.
2, 1.
Avoid those spheres, guys.
Watch orb.
I'm already heading up here.
Run out. Watch orb.
Man mower.
Oh my god. What is up with these spheres?
If every time someone gets hit by one, they change.
Yeah, this is why this ain't gonna happen.
And if you have the debuff and you're running out and you
Cedo,
run over
substitute, up
another
here, please.
player, you will spawn another one.
Watch orb.
You also have to
Right
stay
side.
spread out.
Run out.
The melee players probably need to not wait till they're cooldown to start getting range.
No.
Kill ads.
They have to run away immediately.
3, 2, 1. Watch orb.
It broke. There's a wipe anyway.
Watch orb. Kill ads.
So if you get hit by the floating globs, you spawn another thing that releases
Yes.
more floating globs.
Do not take a second dark bargain. It mind controls you.
Yeah, the first pull, I definitely got that because I wasn't expecting the taunt. I mean, I assumed the ed was handled the same way as normal when it is, but you're gonna have to do way better on those orbs.
The orbs are the soaking puddle of this boss. And if you don't do it, you'll fail.
Yep.
Because we enjoyed orbs so much on Odin.
I think this raid is it's the ball raid.
Touch balls, don't touch balls. I'm always so confused.
Remember, we could just stand there and hit a boss.
I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Shitty thing is that mechanic lasts through the whole fight.
I could not get that feast. I was right clicking on it and wouldn't let me eat it.
You right clicked it
Jeeves
away.
is up at the skull. Repair.
I didn't spam right click it, so I don't know if it was just me, but yeah.
Okay, so I would say as far as learn to avoid the orbs, the gray stuff. Don't even worry about your damage. It's like killing this shit doesn't mean anything.
As soon as the orbs go in the balls go in the holes, they're all gonna die anyway.
Yep.
And make sure you have range 5, because if two of those things, if you spawn, when the wave comes out, you do a little burst of damage, but if you hit another player, you're spawning a patch.
Five,
Oh no's phases.
3, 2, 1. Watch all.
So many
Right about there.
frost orbs.
Here it comes. Get in this swirly. There you go.
Relax. Watch your way.
One down. Alright, man, more.
Run out.
Warlock died, so the gate on the right is down.
Man, more. There you are.
Watch all.
Miranda, get ready.
Relax. Attention. A new power matrix available. 3, 2, 1. Watch all.
Tendril up in the back.
Watch all.
I need another runner.
Ledger the light spreader is up.
Run out.
Did you not grab the orb, Manmar?
And Willamos is dead too.
Watch all. Killads.
That's the feast of 1,000 more.
Watch all. 3, 2.
He did say feast of 1,000 balls, right?
Mark, you drop a death gate.
Yes.
This fucking hallway is so stupid.
Let's teach you mechanics, buddy.
The fucking web's in the way? I wouldn't care if it wasn't for the fucking slime webs that you can't really tell which one's blocking you and which one's not.
It's on a curve, and there are random tentacles blocking cow antlers. Fuck that place.
I bet it's the Earth Mother's fault.
It is. I'm pretty sure that the
Cows
Earth
have
Mother
horns,
is not
not antlers.
responsible for anything that's happened in this room.
I gotta say, this entire building is a prime candidate for a mana bomb.
Why don't we just do that instead of all this nonsense? We should just bomb it.
We know who has the eye.
It would have been smart if they were like, oh, but we need the data from the Titans or something.
We should use whatever we used to blow up the undercity on this place.
Never mind, sorry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch all.
Wow, that a little bit right there.
Kill ads. Run away. 3, 2.
All right, man, mower, let's go.
Watch all.
Man mower. There you are.
Where's channel?
Kill ads.
The blight thing tentacle is up. The blight thing. The blight spread tentacle that needs to be interrupted.
Interrupt. Watch all. Interrupt. Kill ads. Interrupt.
Alright, so get ready.
Deposited.
Good job.
It burrowed. It's gonna go somewhere else.
Other side of the ramp.
Alright, let's go.
Kill ads. Watch all.
Two of them up.
1.
And I'm dead.
I'm tanking. Whee!
Watch all.
Yeah, I think we need to prioritize that tendril
Throwing it.
so we can kill it before the next one comes.
That was unfortunate.
Finish the wipe.
We get the orbs in.
Watch all.
Yeah, you're supposed to get the orbs in by the time.
As soon as we got off the platform, the warlock portals went away.
Yeah, because I died.
Bloodpan, could you stop doing that?
I can't heal myself too much from unavoidable damage.
I thought warlocks
Nah,
were supposed to be
I'm
like
joking,
immortal,
dude.
or did blood knights take that away from them?
Blood Knights?
Blood death knights.
Blood Knights. Yeah, come on.
What about us?
Warlocks used to be immortal until you guys came along.
I mean, Blood Death Knights have been pretty survivable for a while.
Back in my day.
I thought Warlock Immortality died in Burning Crusade. Blood Death Knights weren't around yet.
No, we were tanks in Burning Crusade, remember?
Yeah, it died in Wrath of the Lich King.
Oh,
I
what,
tanked
Capernian?
Leotheris.
Besides Capernian, what else was there?
There was a fight in on Kael'thas actually. There's a part where they
That's
tank.
Capernian.
Copernicus?
Astromancer Capernian.
What?
Why was I thinking that was a dragon? No, that's the only fight that I can think of where they tank.
Or something in Grill's lair.
No, they were mind controlling the dog, or they were enslaving the dogs.
There was also Leo Cross the Blind in demon form.
Sorry?
And AQ40.
Yeah, Twin Imps and AQ40.
I know, but I said blood. I said.
You said
Burning
Blood Knights?
Crusade, so vanilla really isn't part of the conversation.
So one thing we can do to maybe make this a little easier when it comes to dark bargains is not everybody needs to have the first one because you can't get the second one anyway. So if half the raid gets the first one and half the raid is out of range, when that's going down, will cause less orb cascades.
If the guy's going up for running orbs, are you guys doing okay when you leave for heals? Are you guys topped off? Have you guys been having a problem with not being topped off when you leave?
We haven't done enough orb runs to really have an issue. So
Okay.
far, we haven't had an issue being healed.
Okay. Yep. If you guys, if any orb group is about to go and needs heals, call for yourselves by names because that's going to be too difficult, and healers will make sure that we get you.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. A power matrix is ready for opposition. Watch your
Sorry, you can top back. I had a taunt warning.
It's because I got the debuff.
Orb's making it in, man mower. Let's go.
I'm here. How many orbs? Okay.
Watch your
Get rid of Managed Skull.
collapse. Watch your way.
Alright, I'm gonna throw it to you.
Go.
Big heads up, or the tendrils up.
Interrupt. Watch your
Second orb going in. Group 3, go.
interrupt. Collapse. Interrupt.
Subs are getting next interrupt on the tendril.
He's moving.
It's moving.
Interrupt.
Back toward Gahoon.
Remember, these little tendrils can be stunned and interrupted.
We need to focus the big one.
We just ate a bunch of shit right near the tent.
Chatted for us.
I guess we don't really need to focus.
The Imp and Eladra. Right side. The
Yes,
Imp
we do need to focus because there's gonna be a second one.
There's a second one up.
Watch your
Yeah, to the side.
The Imp and Eladra, right side.
Yeah, I'm dead. I need to back up.
We have like 9 people dead.
When you're about to dunk your orb, please call it out so that the next group can make their way over.
Also,
Like,
we can't let these.
Essentially.
It's bad if we let the small ones get out of control, because then they might be attacking the runners.
Question. What is killing us? Is it
damage?
Good.
That last one we just
probably damage.
We just about got all
Yes.
3 in, and then that would have like wiped out all the ads, right?
Yeah,
So we
the
were,
orb
like,
runners
right on
are
it.
the #1 priority. Like, we should be getting them down even before the second Dark Young comes up. Like we should be finished with the phase 50% into Dark Young's damage.
That's why when you pass the orb, we need you to call it out so that the next group can be ready, because our damage doesn't matter.
So like right around when the Dark Young is in this area, like probably about 1 minute into the fight, we should be done with the phase, and the orb carrier should be done with their job.
Question, real quick: is the Dark Young? Does he need to follow once the tendril comes up to the tendril, wherever that is, to try and keep the buff up?
I'll
I'm
keep an eye
asking
out for it if
somebody
it's
who's done
convenient.
this on heroic or mythic
Well,
before.
it'll die, but all the ads will die by the light as soon as the orbs are around. As long as we get that big one interrupted, we'll be fine.
Well, we need to kill the tendril before a second one spawns, and
If the orbs go in on schedule, everything dies. We could literally not kill a single thing downstairs and still finish the phase perfectly.
Yeah, we are almost there.
So what's our holdup? Is it the orbs?
I
that
think it
we're
was
saying?
just practice. I think we'll
Yeah,
probably get it this time or next.
It's not easy doing those orbs, so I mean they're doing great getting practiced.
All right, run the orbs better. Everybody survive.
It's not even running the orbs better, it's just running them quicker.
That quicker would be better.
I think DBM has a timer for the orbs.
So there's videos, like if you're a warrior, a mage, demon hunter, there's videos out there that I know will show you how to do the solo orb run, like with one person. And if we're doing it with two, we should be able to definitely do it.
Less talk, more pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Attention. A new power matrix is available. Watch orb.
Chubbs is throwing the orb.
Incoming spheres. Watch your
Okay,
head.
Mamnor, let's go.
We're going.
Magiskell's getting attacked. Can somebody interrupt that Cyclope? Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm grabbing the orb.
Attention. A new power matrix is available.
Get ready.
Throw it.
Throw on you. Go ahead.
Tendril up.
The orb thrown.
Got
Group
first
3.
interrupt.
Watch orb. Interrupt.
Okay, orb 2's down.
Interrupt. Watch orb. Runaway. Interrupt. Collapse. Interrupt.
Camp, let's get ready.
Corbin.
There we go.
Perfect.
Wow,
guys.
good job, guys. Everybody group up.
Still watch for the orbs on the ground. Still a few of them.
So,
Okay, range. Don't worry about them. They're gonna go down on their own. Range, you want to go ahead and be on the edges.
Can't reach Rams.
do we need more orb runners? Because I can't interact with cores for 6 minutes.
Yep. Same thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Chubbs, what's your debuff at?
5 minutes still.
Yeah, we need 2 groups.
Yeah, we need twice as many.
Yeah.
Addie's one left.
Magical and Marmor 6 minutes.
I'll go with Addy left right now. We got the first run. Shit, I just used my horse.
What's your range? Range 5, everybody.
1.
Group 3 should still be able to do it.
A new power matrix Watch orb. can now be collected.
Watch for the orbs. Incoming orbs.
Addy.
2, 1. Watch orb.
I'm tossing it to right where you are.
Ready to stack up for the Blood Feast?
It'll be a
Does
big red
it
circle.
pick somebody?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we'll
big red circle.
I'm stuck.
Throw it to me.
Go a little further.
Can't throw it twice because you can't interact after you've thrown it.
Look out for that.
First one deposited.
Ouch.
Oh, okay.
Watch
First
your
one's in.
Yeah, we need to keep our range up even when the end's up, I guess.
Did we have a?
Yeah, come with that later.
Yeah, coming.
We fucked it.
Oh, too many balls.
Watch your 3, 2, 1. Run out. 4, 3, 2, 1. A power nature blood is ready for 2. Let the hunger take you. 3, 2. Watch your 1.
Husk serves a new master now.
Pull him up here to reset.
Watch your
Coming to you all, Adrian.
Your screams will echo.
Where's up here up the ramp?
2.
Yes.
Good to know.
Well, that's really hectic.
If we're getting
How far they pull me to
Do the orbs do the orbs rotation start as soon as Cahoon comes out?
About sounded like about 15 to 20 seconds after.
And me and Addy can get that one quicker next time. I missed the Warlock Gate, so me and Addy will still take the first group on the left after the second set of them.
Why am I in combat?
Who's taking the first orb on the right of the second round?
Well, should we have the more seasoned people do the second round of orbs?
Well, the orbs are. It's 6 minutes between them now, right? Used to be 3 minutes or less.
Yeah.
The debuff increases based on difficulty.
So we're gonna need more people to do it.
We need 6 groups and a backup group.
Mm.
Or maybe more.
At that point, we basically need everybody to be prepared, other than healers and tanks.
I think with
Volun-
Metamorphosis, I was able to solo run it with Portal.
Yes, you can do that with Metamorphosis. Need volunteers for groups 6, 7.
Running orbs is fun, guys.
So it's 3 on each side, yeah? I mean, it's 1, 2, 3. Then we get the beam.
Yeah.
I feel like we need.
Didn't DAMP
So we need 6 groups.
I feel like for each phase we need 3 groups of 2, and then for the next phase we need another 3 groups of 2. So if we have 12 runners total, we should be able to handle it.
Need volunteers for group 6.
That's probably one of the earliest orb transitions that I've ever done bugging this.
Yeah, it's just your DPS on the ads doesn't matter because you're gonna have the beam come down. So
Nope,
might as
that's
well
all
run up
just
first.
execution on the first down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Even in second phase, honestly, it's just execution and managing damage with the boss out. But everything's about getting those orbs in quick in both rounds.
Land, we can't have Haman run orbs because he's tanking.
Yeah, but he's still faster than I am.
In the initial groups, who was able to solo it? Was anyone able to solo the initial groups?
We don't know because we were on 2s for every group.
With the log portal, I was able to.
I don't know if we want to risk it or not yet.
If anybody's able to do a solo, you can pick it up first and go for it. If your partner doesn't touch the orb, then they don't get the debuff.
could let me run the first one and then the last one of phase 2.
I
I probably
think-
have Metamorphosis up by then.
Okay. I think every group should be 2. If by chance your partner doesn't have to run it, then they're available. We should always run 2s at the very least.
Do you get the debuff if you just catch it?
If you touch it
Yes,
at all, you
if
get
you
the
touch
debuff.
it.
You get it. Yes.
Okay.
You know, all that trouble trying to make 2 columns and it doesn't even work. We're gonna try it like this and then tweak later if we need.
I wonder if Pally Bubble drops the debuff.
It drops the orb.
I meant the debuff after, not during.
Cedo can't be a substitute.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The outbreak has begun.
2, 1. Watch orb. Watch orb.
Group 2 go.
Collapse. Run away.
Shit.
3,
Manmar.
Yep, I'm going.
watch orb.
You here?
Yep, I'm here. I'm up here.
Where you at? You're right. All right, let's go.
Collapse. Attention. Enemy power matrix.
Light spreader off.
2, 1.
Alright, let's go, Maranza.
Toss it.
Watch orb.
On the ramp.
We're on you, Magical.
Depositing.
Interrupt. Watch orb. Interrupt. Interrupt. 2, 1. Watch orb.
He went
Oh, I'm
down.
almost there.
He's over on the other side. Get to him for interrupts.
Watch orb. Collapse. Watch orb.
Let the feast of 1,000 mothers
2,
begin.
1. Watch orb.
Second one. Need help interrupting it.
Can you throw it?
Collapse. Watch orb.
Wipe it.
And the difference, if you
All
guys are like
minutes
10 seconds late on that orb, everything goes to hell so fast.
Yeah.
Or don't wipe it as soon as Cahoon comes out. Actually, yeah, everybody run up the ramp if you're alive.
Cannot escape infection.
He's coming up the ramp for you. Ah, there we go.
So, other than running the orbs, we've got to be really good about getting the fuck away from everybody else if you've got the corruption thing and not putting patches or sticky balls near anybody else.
And it starts early, so if you get it early, get out.
Yeah, each cast that he makes only targets 3 people. And since our damage in this phase doesn't really fucking matter, there's no excuse for you not to run away as soon as you see you have it and go stand in a corner. Because the balls, once the balls touch a wall, they disappear. So you want to get in a corner somewhere where you can get at least 2 or 3 of them gone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Two, one. Attention. Watch all.
Oh shit! I fucked up the first orb.
You're fired. Leave now.
You might as well come down,
Man mower.
Baron. It's gone.
Yep, I'm moving.
Killads. Run away. 3, 2, 1. Watch all.
Let's do this.
A power matrix is ready for acquisition. Killads.
Big heads up.
We're on you.
Group 3, get ready.
Watch all. Interrupt. Interrupt. Run away. Killads. Watch all.
The feast.
3, 2, 1.
Ed, big head's on the move.
Watch all.
Oh my god. I didn't take the fucking orb.
Killads.
Have fun, healers.
We have 2 of the ads up, the tank ads.
The orb's still up on the left side if another group wants to go.
Run away. Watch all.
Or if we
Wipe
want to
it.
wipe
Let's
it.
do it. Stop.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Run away.
Nah, I fucked it up from the start.
Watch all.
Stand in poop patches.
3, 2.
So the problem with this that I see is like you have to practice the 5-yard range just due to the fact that when Gahoon comes out, you have to be 5 yards because that big AoE that he bursts out, if you're within 5 yards of somebody, you both throw balls out.
But I would just say that the last fight we had 5-yard range too, so while I understand what you're saying, we should have plenty of practice with 5-yard.
Well, it still applies. It still matters.
No, I know,
What I'm
but
saying is it's so important in this fight though, it will wipe us, it will kill us.
Yeah, the mechanics will kill us in any fight if we ignore them.
Wait, what? What's
Mechanics.
What's
you
the
know, let's
mechanic?
just ignore them and just kill
You
random
fixed my
shit.
car, right?
Mechanics.
Listen, mechanics.
You did that.
That was me. Maybe he's finished.
I think it's 11:26 here. I think that's.
Yeah, I think
it.
we're done.
Yeah.
So we got one last boss.
We got enough practice to realize we need